And
We've got Sam from Dundee
all by
too.
themselves. Where else? Come on.
We've got Sam from Dundee too.
Oh wow, that's cool. Amazing.
Ewan from Larkhall second.
We've got Tian from Dundee.
Brilliant. So not just Recycling District, that's amazing. We've got Beavers from all over, that's amazing.
Yes.
Right, Terry I think is back. You might want to have a few words.
Hello, everybody. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop you all on mute for a moment, okay?
Oh, hello.
Hi, everybody. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I think I was trying to be too clever and actually using the computer out in the back garden, and I lost the internet completely. Then I decided I was going to reset the computer, and when I reset the computer, it decided to reconfigure Windows at the same time. So, you know, I think the running real camps and real renewals of promises are much easier than the virtual things. So hopefully we can get back to the norm sooner rather than later. So apologies for the delay in the start of this. What we're going to do is Angela, who's my wonderful ADC Beavers, who is hosting in my absence there, is going to take you all through the Beaver Scout Promise. Now what we're going to do is, because this is being recorded, and the way that Zoom works is it goes to the predominant speaker, is we're going to keep everybody on mute, otherwise it's going to go a little bit crazy and probably knock us all off of Zoom. Okay, so Angela's going to lead you through the Beaver Scout Promise. So I'm going to unmute Angela in a moment. It's great having this power to be able to do that. And then and then you'll be able to repeat the promise after her. Is that okay? Great. And then after that, what we'll do is we've got some certificates as well to present to some people, assuming that they're on this call, but we'll find out whether they're on the call or not first. So let's have a look, see if I can unmute Angela. Hi, Angela.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well, I'm well. Can everyone hear Angela?
Can everyone hear? Yep or no? I think I've got mostly thumbs up. Good. Okay, so we are just about to go through the Beaver Scout Promise. There's variations of this promise. You can recite the one that you want to recite. I have chosen to do the new one, so Love Our World. I think there's never a more pertinent time that we maybe say this one, because whether your world is your family, or whether it's your community, your extended family, you know, or even the world at large, I think it's a very important time, perhaps, that we're all maybe just like that. But if you choose to do the traditional or other ones, that's absolutely fine. We will do this as a repeat after me version. So I will say the promise, and again, as Terry said, you repeat after me. So first of all, if we make our promise sign, so that is with your right hand to your right shoulder, your left hand down by your side. Quite often quite tricky. You've got a little cheeky pinky that you might want to ping up, so if we can hold our pinky down with our really tough thumb, and nice and hold, and repeat after me. I promise.
I promise.
To do my best.
Put your hand up like that.
To be kind and helpful.
Be kind and
Love our world. Good job, well done. Back to you, Terry. Well done.
Thanks very much for that, Angela. Well done to everyone renewing their Beaver Scout promises. It really does mean a lot to make your promise and to renew your promise, and then to live your life by your promise. I think especially in times like this, when things are just a little bit challenging for us. So I was just having a little look around, and the couple of adults that I had certificates for don't appear to be here. So really all I've got is one announcement to make, and this is really relevant, I suppose, to those that are from Rosyth District. Can you put your hand up for me if you're from Rosyth District? Brilliant. So each year we have a couple of competitions. We have an archery competition and we have a 10-pin bowling competition. Now, normally when we have our Christmas service, we announce the winners of the archery competition. And then when we have our district camp in April, we announce the winners of our 10-pin bowling competition, and also our intergroup competition, which is all of the groups competitions put together. So that's all the Beaver competitions, all Cubs, all Scouts, all Explorer Scouts, and everything that we have going on. So it's with great pleasure for me to reveal that the winners of the 10-pin bowling competition are the 48th Fife Donny Bristle. Well done, Donny Bristle. And then what we've got is the intergroup competition. And that's where we, as I said, we bring all the competitions together. Now, there's been a little bit of a kind of complication on this one, which I'm going to explain, but the winners of this competition are the whole of Dalgety Bay. All colonies, all packs, and all troops. Well done again. Looks like Rainbow's rather excited there, giving us a good cheer. Now, the reason I say all is that they've had a little change around of their names in the middle of the year. So what were the St. Bridget sections and the Donny Bristle sections have had a little bit of a kind of change around. So it was hard for me to be able to work out exactly who it was that won. My brain just wasn't computing that very well. So there was only 1 point between the Saints and the Donny Bristle sections as well. So I think it's fair to say that we're giving it to the whole group. And of course, we'll get the trophies to you as soon as we possibly can. Well, thank you very much for everyone for joining in the Beaver Scout Renewal of Promises. Apologies for my technical issues earlier on. I hope you've enjoyed Homeboree. Very well done for all the photographs, and we will catch up with you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you, all the Cubs here. I'm glad that I've been able to get this Renewal of Promises started without technical hiccups. We just did the Beaver Scout one, and it threw me off of the call, so it was a little bit stressful. What I've done is I've just put everybody onto mute just now, okay, just so that we don't have the background noise, and just to let you know that this Zoom call is being recorded, so everything you do on camera is being seen, okay. I've unmuted Claire. Claire, can you say hello?
Hi, everybody.
Claire is Rosyth District's Assistant District Commissioner for Cubs. And in a moment, she's going to lead us through the Cub Scout Renewal of Promises. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep everybody on mute for the moment. And then we'll unmute you when we're doing our Renewal of Promises, okay? Claire, how are we going to do the promises? Are we doing a repeat version?
We'll do a repeat after me, so I'll say it, and then if you all want to repeat it, that's okay?
Great. Okay, so while Claire is saying her part of the promise so that it's nice and clear, if everyone else can stay nice and quiet, even though that you're on, when I take you off of mute, if you can stay nice and quiet, and then when it's your turn to repeat it, if you can all say the promise together. Once we've done the Renewal of Promises, I've got a couple of certificates that I'm going to present, hopefully, if the people are on the call. And then we've got an announcement to make as well about competition winners, which I'll explain to you once we've done the promises. Okay, so I'm going to pass you all over to Claire. I'm going to unmute you. Okay, so again, while Claire's speaking, if you can all stay as quiet as you possibly can, that would be wonderful. Okay, Claire.
Okay, well, good morning, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed our Homeboree. I know we've had lots of fun in our house. Thank you so much, Terry, for organising it all. So what we'll start with, we'll just do a renewal of promise. So if we all make the promise sign, and I'll say it, and then if you repeat it after me, okay? So, I promise that I will do my best.
I promise
I will do my best
To do my duty to God and the Queen.
to do my duty
to the God and the Queen.
God
For other people and keep the Cub Scout law.
help
Other people
Well,
Cub Scout law.
And that's you. Thank you so much. I've so much missed coming round and seeing everybody at all the different groups. But I've loved seeing all your pictures on Facebook, so keep up all the hard work, Cubs.
thank you very much. Bye.
Okay, I've just popped you all back on mute again. Thank you very much for that, Claire. That was wonderful. So as I said, we've got a few certificates to present. And I'm just having a quick look through, and I can see at least one person. Is Martin Docherty on the call? I'm just having a look, see if Martin is here. I'm scrambling through. Wave at me, Martin. Oh, I can see you, Martin. So I'm going to unmute you, Martin, okay?
Hi, everybody.
So, Martin, you didn't know about this, but I have a little surprise for you. Cubs, do you know when you do your stuff in your pack meetings and you get given badges and you get awards to recognise all of the efforts that you have been making? Well, as leaders, we also get awards as well. And one of the awards that we get is called the Wood Badge. And the Wood Badge is a recognition that we've done all of our adult training to become the best leaders that we possibly can. So it's a bit like having a badge for our arms as well. And I'm really delighted to be able to present Martin with his Wood Badge. Now, I've never done it virtually before, so this is the first time for me. So we're going to try our best to do this. But the Wood Badge, and I'm wearing it here on my neck, isn't actually a badge, it's a set of beads. Now, these beads go right back to when Baden-Powell first started scouting. And what he did is he met a warrior chief called Dinizulu. Dinizulu, in Africa, led one of the most fearsome tribes that there were. And when he met Baden-Powell, in an offer of friendship, he passed over a set of wood beads. It was like a big necklace. And Baden-Powell was thinking, how do I use this for the benefit of scouting? And what he did is he took the individual beads, and in the first training courses that were run out of Gilwell Park, which is where the headquarters of the Scout Association is for the UK, the first recipients, or the first people to complete the Wood Badge, were actually given one of these beads. Ever since, we've been given replicas because there's just not enough wood beads for all of us, and we're given it on a necklace. And when you complete your training, you complete your Wood Badge, you get given your first set of wood beads. Okay. You also get given a nice certificate. So I'm going to give you the certificate here. It comes in a folder, and it says, "Welcome to the world's largest scout group." The world's largest scout group is every leader in the whole of the world who has their Wood Badge. So Martin today is getting to join that Wood Badge. And what it says on the certificate, I'm going to hold it here and see if I can read it. "Congratulations on achieving your Wood Badge. This is to certify that Martin Docherty, Assistant Section Leader at the Cub Scouts at the 48th Fife Dalgety Bay, has completed his adult leadership training, and it's signed both by Bear Grylls, the Chief Scout, and Amir Chima, who is the UK Commissioner for People." So congratulations to Martin, and here, if I can, virtually pass over to you your wood beads. And if you can perhaps maybe just put your head forward and we'll present them on to you. There you go. Stranger things have happened, haven't they? I'm going to unmute you all, and we can all give Martin a big congratulations, bravo, and a round of applause, okay?
Congratulations, Martin!
Bravo, Martin, bravo!
No, there's no practice.
Not to put you on the spot, Martin, but do you want to say a quick word?
Yeah, no, thanks very much. Thanks to all the Cubs as well. Really enjoy working with you all, and I think you've been great this weekend right across the district. Very proud to accept my wood beads. Thanks very much, Derek.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for that, Martin. I'm just taking a wee screenshot here of everyone. All done. Right, the other certificate that I've got is a long service certificate. Now, for leaders, when you do a number of years service, you get given leadership awards, or sort of long service awards, and it comes with a badge as well that you can wear in your uniform. Now, you know that you're in Beavers for 2 years, and you're in Cubs for 2.5 years, Scouts for 3.5, maybe 4, then there's Explorer Scouts. So just to kind of give you a feeling, and this is a 10-year certificate, and the 10-year certificate is for the equivalent length of being in Beavers, Cubs, Scouts, and a little bit of Explorer Scouts. And this one here, I'm going to just shuffle over to the side, and my son Aidan's going to come in. He's going to hold the certificate up, and it's to Claire Fernie, who led our Cub Scout promise. So congratulations, Claire, on 10 years of service. And again, I'm going to quickly unmute you all if I can, so we can give you all a round of applause. Well done, Claire. Congratulations. And I'll get that certificate and badge to you just as soon as we're able to. Now, just to sort of finish off this call, I said about some announcements of competition winners. Competition winners are for in Rosyth District. Give us a wave if you're from Rosyth District. Keep waving if you're from Rosyth District. I'm just scrolling through the screens. Hey, okay. All right, Rosyth District. So we have archery competition every year, and we have a 10-pin bowling competition every year. And the competitions then culminate in the winners of an intergroup competition, which also includes camping competitions, beaver balls, and all the other competitions that we have. And we put all the points together to have an overall winner as well. So I'm going to let you all know who the winner of the 10-pin bowling competition is, who we normally announce at our district camp that would have been this weekend. So we're going to do that the same as well. And the winners of the 10-pin bowling competition for the Cub Scouts for Rosyth District are, drum roll, 46,500 beef. And then putting all of the competitions together, we have our intergroup winners. And the intergroup winners for the whole of Rosyth District, that's all of our competitions, is going to the whole Dalgety Bay Scout group, all of the colonies, all of the packs, and all of the troops. Congratulations, Dalgety Bay. The reason I've said for the whole of the group is they had a bit of a change of name through the middle of the year, where some of the groups that were St Bridget's and some were Donnybristle changed themselves over. So it was a little bit tricky for me to be able to work out exactly who was the winners when we've had those changes of names. But there was only 1 point between the Saints, which are all the St Bridget's and St David's, and the Donnybristle sections. So I think it was fair to call them the joint winners anyway. And we'll get that trophy to you just as soon as we possibly can. Okay, thank you very much for joining in this renewal of promises today. It's been lovely to see you all. I hope you've all had a really good time at the Homeboree. I've had an absolute ball, and we look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye now. Morning, everybody. I've just popped you all on mute for a moment, just so I can let you know what's going to happen, and we get rid of all the background noise. So my name is Terry. I'm the District Commissioner for Rosyth District. I hope you've all had a really good time at Homeboree. Just to let you know that this Zoom call is being recorded, so everything you do on screen is being picked up and it's being captured. What we're going to do is we're going to have the renewal of the Scout and the Explorer Scout promises, which are the same, in a moment. And then I'm just working my way through the screen at the moment just to find out whether there is somebody on the call that I have a certificate to present to as well. And then what we're going to do is we are going to tell you about the winners of some competitions that we've had in Rosyth District as well. Okay, so when we renew the promises, what's going to happen is we're going to do it as a repeat after me. Okay, I'm going to take you all off of mute. Okay, so when I take you all off of mute and I'm running through the parts of the promise, so I'm going to do it by sections. If you can all be as quiet as you possibly can so that the audio picks up, and then try at the same time to do the repeat after me bit, so we capture everybody in unison. It'll either work or a little bit crazy, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, is everyone happy enough with that? If you're happy enough with that, give me a thumbs up. Great, lots of thumbs up, brilliant. Okay, it looks like we've got about 100 people on this Zoom call renewing our promises between the Scout and Explorer Scout section, so that is absolutely brilliant. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take you off of mute at the moment, so again, if you can just try and be quiet while we're doing this, and then repeat the promise as I do. Okay, taking it off. All right, so with your right hands, if you can make the Scout salute for me. Now, the promise that I make is the traditional core promise. However, you're welcome to make any promise that you wish, any version of the promise that you wish. So there are alternative versions for all faiths and no faith. So make sure whichever one you're comfortable with. I'm going to run through the core promise. Okay.
Okay.
On my honour, I promise.
I promise.
To do my best, to do my duty.
Do my best to do my duty.
To God and to the Queen.
God.
To help other people.
To help other people.
And to keep the Scout law.
To keep the Scout law.
Well done, everyone. Thank you very much for renewing your Scout promise. Okay, I've had a little skip through the pictures, and I certainly see, now I've lost them, the screens keep moving. I certainly see this person's daughter. I'm hoping maybe the person's father is in the background. Keith Wood, are you there? Yeah, Neve, can you pull Keith onto the camera for me? Now, I'm going to try and unmute you, Keith. Keith, I've got here a certificate for you, which is just to recognise that you had 5 years of service as a Scout leader, which is a culmination of some service that you did elsewhere and also in Rosyth District. The certificate's just come through for you. So the certificate that I have here is from the Scout Association, and it recognises 5 years service for Keith Wood from the 48th Fife Dalgety Bay Scout Group, and that has been signed by the Chief Scout Bear Grylls. So congratulations to you, Keith. I will get that certificate and a badge for your uniform to you just as soon as we can. I'm just going to unmute everybody so that we can give a round of applause, Keith, okay? Okay, and I've said as well that what we would do is we would announce some competition winners. So the competition winners that we have, in Rosyth District, we have a few competitions every year, including, as agreed by our Youth Advisory Group, an archery competition and a 10-pin bowling competition. The archery competition gets announced at our Christmas gathering, and we announce the winners of the 10-pin bowling competition at our district camp. So it gives me great pleasure to be able to announce that the winners of the 2019-20 10-pin bowling competition for the Scout section are, drum roll, everyone likes a pause in silence, don't they? Just making sure that I get some of the people up on the screen here. The First Fordle Firs, our newest Scout troop in the district. Congratulations to the First Fordle Firs. I think the First Fordle Firs might actually be the holders of the trophy. Now, what we also do is with all of our competitions, we have camping competitions, we have 10-pin bowling competitions, archery competitions, beaver balls, cub events, Explorer Scout events. is we put them all together to be able to work out who are going to be the winners of our intergroup competition. And that's putting them all together. And the winners for the intergroup competition this year are the whole of the Dalgety Bay Scout group. That's all colonies, all packs and all troops. Well done, Dalgety Bay. Normally, when we refer to Dalgety Bay, because they have 2 colonies, 2 packs and 2 troops, which would be a little bit unfair on the other groups, is that we normally split them into the Saints, which are the St. Bridget's and the St. David's, and we have the Donny Bristles. However, they had a bit of a change during the middle of the year, switching around some of the names, which just made things a little bit more complicated. But in any event, there was only 1 point between the Saints and the Donny Bristle sections. So we're just going to declare the whole group this year the winners of the intergroup competition. Now, we also have a trophy for Explorer Scouts. This doesn't feature within the groups because not all of our groups have Explorer Scout units partnered to them, so that would be unfair. And I'm really pleased to let you know that the winners of the Explorer Scout 10-pin bowling competition are Maryland Explorer Scout unit. Congratulations, Maryland Explorer Scout unit. Well done. Thank you all very much for joining in this Renewal of Promises. It's been wonderful to see your faces. I hope that you've all enjoyed the Homeboree weekend. Certainly the photographs that I've seen being posted up on Facebook and Twitter have been wonderful. It's been good to see you all taking part. And we do look forward to seeing you all again soon, perhaps when we can have a proper camp. Or maybe even if there is a demand for this, then you never know, virtual camps may be the way to go in the future. But we'll see how that goes. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us, and we shall see you later on. Bye. Right, I think by the looks of it, our screens are full. We've got about 2 full screens worth of people, so I think that's maybe everybody. We've just done the Beaver Cub Scout and Explorer Scout Renewal of Promises, which has been quite interesting.
Another screen.
Some of them worked well, some of them were a bit of a challenge. The first one I lost internet and had to restart the computer, and then of course it had the inevitable updating Windows, and it sort of threw me out for about 5 minutes, so that was a bit of a nightmare. But I think for the most part, we've given everyone the opportunity to be able to renew their promises in the sections that they wanted to. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the adult renewal of promises for everyone here. So welcome to everyone that's here from Rosyth Scouts and further and wider afield. You're all very welcome to be able to kind of join us in for this in what is unusual circumstances anyway. So welcome to Rosyth Scouts. So we'll do the renewal of promises. I've then got, depending on whether you're here or not, I've got some certificates and awards to present to some people. And also we have an update for you, if you've not been on the previous calls with your sections, on the winners of the Beaver, Cub, Scout, Explorer Scout and Intergroup trophies for our 10 minutes. Normally we announce our district camp that we do on the weekend. So what we're going to do is a sort of repeat after me version of the promise. My preference is to do the core traditional promise. However, you're very welcome to make whichever version of the promise you're most comfortable with. So please just use your own words when you want to make your promise, okay? If I can ask everyone to virtually come to attention and to make the Scout salute. Right, and we'll do it as a repeat after me because I think it will record better, perhaps. On my honour, I promise.
On my honour,
I promise.
To do my best. To do my duty to God and to the Queen.
To do my duty to God and to the Queen.
To help other people. And to keep the Scout law. Well done, everyone. Congratulations. Well done on renewing your promises.
Can we stand at ease now, Terry?
Everyone except you, Gordon. Everyone except you. And you look like you're poised on a lily pad somewhere.
No, I'm in space with Mr. Peak.
So, yeah, so we've got some certificates and some badges to award. Now, the screen in front of me keeps changing, so I'm sure some of these people are here. We're not going to repeat some that we've done in the calls, but just to let you know that on the Cub Scout call, it was my absolute pleasure to be able to award the Wood Badge to one of the Dalgety Bay Assistant Cub Scout leaders, Martin Docherty, who's here on that call. So if we can give Martin a round of applause, that'd be great.
Well done, Martin.
We also presented a 10-year service award to Claire Fernie, who's our Assistant District Commissioner for Cub Scouts. So well done on that, Claire.
Well done, Claire.
And a 5-year award to Cub Leader and Scout Leader at Dalgety Bay, Keith Wood. So congratulations, Keith. Now the other certificates I've got a floor here full of certificates. So hopefully we've got them here. So the first one is a long service award here, and I want to present this one in recognition of 5-year service to Group Scout Leader at the First Ford of Firs, Jack Curry. Congratulations.
No, girl.
Let me just have a get through and see whether we have anyone else here. Okay, let's see. The next 5-year service award that we have is to somebody who's moved through a few different roles in the district over 5 years. So it's helped with Cubs, and has also more recently helped them with Explorer Scouts, and is joining us on next year's international ski trip, as long as we get permission to leave the call. 5-year service to Andrew McGee. What else do I have? What else do I have? Okay, I think maybe now it's time to present some wood badges. So the wood badges that I have to present, I think all of these actually are wood badges that actually come with the first set of wood beads. So the wood beads are these that are on my neck. They're not actually a badge. I don't know how many of you actually have your wood beads yet. Just to give you a little bit of a background story, if indeed you're unaware, is that the wood beads came back from when Baden Powell, the founder of Scouting, met a warrior chief, Dinizulu, in Africa. And he presented him with a set of beads that he wore around his neck that contained lots of little wood beads. And back in the first training courses that were held at Gilwell Park, the wood beads were presented to the first recipients of the wood badge training course. Now obviously there's been lots more adults that have completed the wood badge and they're not able to be able to give the originals away. So these are replicas now that are given to us. And as I said, it's not a badge, it is wood beads. But it's still with kind of great privilege and honour that I'm able to kind of present these badges on. So the first one to give over is to our Cub Scout leader, who is joining the world's largest scout group from her existing scout group, the First Ford of Firs, Susie Wilson. Congratulations, Susie.
Thank you.
So virtually passing over these beads to you. So if you want to put your head forward and I'll present them to you. There we go.
Yay!
And we'll get the genuine ones to you just as soon as we possibly can, Susie. Well done on that. Congratulations. Then, what else do we have? What else do we have? Ah, okay. So another set of wood beads, and again, it's the first set of wood beads that we are able to present across. Now this one's a little bit more unusual in that this one's a first for me. quite recently, or within the last couple of years, the training requirements for those of us that hold manager and supporter appointments, so that's ADCs, GSLs, district commissioners, SAS managers, complete a new training scheme. And this is the first set of wood beads that I've been able to present to somebody who has actually completed the validation for that. So again, welcome to the world's largest scout group, and with a special nod towards managers and supporters is Group Scout Leader Jack Curry from the 1st Fordham First. Congratulations, Jack. Here is your wood badge.
Thank you.
So again, virtually passing over these beads. If you'd like to put your hand forward.
Awesome.
There we go.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done, Jack.
Thank you.
Now, I said as well, so I think that's all of the wood badges and service awards. Just to check that no one else is on the call. Is Leanne Miller here on the call? No. Gary Jure? No. Chloe Knight? No. Okay, just to make sure that I'm not missing anyone else out. So for those certificates, badges and wood beads, we'll get them to you properly as soon as we can. I will arrange a proper presentation in front of your sections or groups if that's what you so wish as well. So the other thing was just to let you know, are you waving, Martin?
I am, yes. Can I say something?
Yes, of course you can.
When we had the Cub session, Martin got his Cub wood badge, and I nipped off to get mine, but it was not enough time to show it. So anyway, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to show this.
Disappeared.
I've got a vertical background. Baden Powell is coming out against the... Oh well. No what? Sorry. Not, I've got a virtual background in it, and it's just not showing up on the camera, I'm afraid.
You need to switch the virtual off for that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that because I'll lose you. Anyway, there's my one with Baden Powell's face on it. So
maybe what you could do, Martin, is you can maybe post a copy of it in the district leaders Facebook page for everyone to be able to see.
If they're interested, yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm definitely interested.
From last century.
You're not that old, Shirley, Martin. You're not that old. Okay, so I mentioned about the competitions that we've got. Those of you in Rosyth district will be aware that we have a couple of new competitions that were introduced by our youth advisory group. That was an archery competition and a tent and bowling competition. We announced the winners of the archery competition in our Christmas service that we have in December, and usually the 10-pin bowling competition winners at the district camp. So I'm going to share that with you today, even though we can't actually present the trophies across. I'll let the relevant sections know, and we'll do a more formal presentation when we can. But for the 10-pin bowling competition, the winners of the Beaver section is the 48th Fife Dalgety Bay Donny Bristle Colony. Well done to the Donny Bristle Colony. And for the Cub Pack, the winners of the 10-pin bowling competition are the 46th Fife in Cowdenbeath. Well done, Barry. The dogs have to do. And the winners of the Scout section are the Scout group at the First Fordham First. Winners of the Explorer Scout competition is the Merlin Explorer Scout unit in Dalgety Bay. And then, as you might recall, we also introduced an intergroup, which was to allow for the sort of fluctuations in the different competitions. So this is all of our archery competitions, 10-pin bowling competitions, camping competitions, beaver balls, everything put together for every colony, pack, troop, and that participate. This doesn't involve Explorer Scout units because we don't have one of them partners, every one of our Scout groups. That would be unfair. So this is just the Scout groups. And the group trophy this year, recognising all of that, is getting presented to the whole of the Dalgety Bay Scout group, all colonies, all packs, and all troops.
Yay!
Just to explain, they do have 2 colonies, 2 packs, and 2 troops. Normally, what happens is that we have the Saints, which is St Bridget's and St David's put together, which is 3 sections, and we have the Donnybristle sections put together. But they had a bit of a change of name in the middle of the year, which made things a little bit more complicated for us to be able to work out which version of each section actually took part. But in any event, when you put the Saints together and the Donnybristle groups together, there was only 1 point between them in terms of the intergroup.
Wow.
And they would have been in 1st and 2nd place. So we're presenting the intergroup trophy to the whole of the Scout group in recognition on those terms. So congratulations, Dalgety Bay.
Who let the dogs out?
Thank you, Gordon.
Douglas, sorry.
I hope every one of you that are here have enjoyed the Homeboree experience. It was certainly a interesting 24 hours or so. It started off as a bit of a mad moment when the district camp was cancelled and we thought, how could we do something instead? Just looking at the statistics this morning, and I'll pull them all together.
Wait a minute, what's that?
We actually had registered to take part in the camp from within Rosyth district and wider afield, 740 people. And a number of people as well which haven't actually registered, but you could see we're participating through some of the stuff that was coming through on social media. And in terms of the posts that we put out on through the Facebook event, is through you either seeing them yourselves, parents seeing themselves, or them being shared with people in groups that weren't necessarily participating. Is the reach of our social media posts over the weekend. We're just shy of 26,000 people. And it's just absolutely incredible. Yeah, I just couldn't quite believe that when I kind of saw that. So I hope you've all enjoyed it. I think there's been some real highlights, different highlights for everyone. Simon, you here, thank you very much for story time. That was magnificent. I think that one's going to be well remembered by a lot of people. I think actually even deserves a special round of applause. Not that we're here to be able to kind of promote people, but Simon is certainly working himself up to be a bit of a laureate within scouting circles and wider afield, as an accomplished poet, and should actually, Simon, I believe, have been on your 2nd tour starting this weekend. Is that right?
Yeah, it would have just started on Friday, so this was a nice alternative. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, so if you're interested in poetry, perhaps follow Simon Lamb. He's got a page, Simon Lamb Creative, which has been commenting on some of the stuff on Facebook. And if you're interested in poetry, maybe when things get back to normal, whatever normal is, you can get out and see some of the stuff that he's got. So thank you for that, Simon. Look forward when all the dust is settled. If any of you can send us some feedback and stuff on things that have gone well, things that perhaps could be improved if we do this again. Be gentle, but I think certainly from the comments it's all been really, really positive. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, and you can get your uniforms off and start to take down your tents unless you're planning on spending the rest of the weekend out there. The only other thing I wanted to do was just to take one quick snapshot of everyone, so if everyone can maybe just wave as I'm taking a screenshot picture. I'm going to have to do it over 2 screens, I think.
Can't wave because it's a virtual thing.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for that. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Thanks again. Good done this weekend. Leaving.